So this system, I'm gonna put it on screen only. You'd line up the finger right here, right? That pointer finger. You'd line it up with this beam. So it goes just past it. And you're going to run it down and jump throw when it touches that beam. So it's beam to beam.
Careful now.
Yeah, that works out perfectly. So teammate or I plant there. We go to the bathroom. We line up from the wall, blocking that tile. Index fingers in between those two wooden beams. The thumbs on that like fourth square area, kind of like right there, and then jump throw when you hear the diffuse noise. In theory, you've already cleared, and at this point, they won't peek that because that's suicide, right? So you just line up with this line, fill the gap, throw. And then they are burning, they're burning, and they have to get out. So, finger past the wood support beam. Boom. Run, jump throw. Cubby. All right. Perfect. Just on the corner right here. Finger and square. It's like right here. Jump throw. That's sight. And then this one, you just line up with the middle of like this thing. And then you're just gonna look. You're gonna aim for your crosshair, fills that little bottom spot for my crosshair specifically, and throw. And that's perfect, perfect, and perfect. All three. Easy clap. Before the spawn opens, you stand like against this log thing, jump throw.
Careful now.
And that'll put it in that cubby right there, where people like to camp and hide. Okay, so to get the cubby on site, you just hug the wall, and where the leaf meets the wire, you literally just throw it. And that'll land perfectly in that little cubby, so anybody hiding there gets burnt. So sometimes people camp in here and play the angle. So when you're pushing to zone it off, assuming you've already got this scouted out, you just make it so you can see the gap. And then you're just gonna run, jump throw above that wire.
Careful now.
And that'll hit that entire spot right there. All right, so if you're trying to make a coordinated push and help your team at the start, right? Let's say they don't peek, but you know they camp. So you get over here, right here. You just hug the wall, right? You're gonna aim right in here. You're just gonna walk forward and jump throw.
Careful now.
And then from there, you can just do this.
Going up.
And now you're good to go. And so as a result, he'll burn and have to move back. You'll have the wall for line of sight and your team can push through. So a faster way to do it, if you guys are here and you know that the guy's camping there, you can walk forward and jump throw. Like you aim it like whatever the fuck that is. Walk forward and jump throw. And pull that down. And that'll zone him out of the cubby into the U-Haul and provide line of sight. So you could plant the bomb then right there. And then if they started diffusing it, you just run and jump throw. And it's gonna land on the bomb. The enemy team's barrier starts here. By the time they get to here, this is where this one comes in handy. So you'd stand right here, right? And your barrier's right there. And when the match starts, you run, jump, throw it into that thing. And that hits the whole spot. So at the start of the round, you have that barrier there. You just stand here. And if you hear anybody in bathrooms, or if you ever hear that orb get picked up, you just look at this thing, look above it, throw it. And that'll dive bomb right through and burn. Alternatively to standing like on that square, you just stand in the corner right here. Look into this little space right here. Jump, throw. So if you're chilling A short and your team keeps calling that they're pushing hookah and there's no one here, you can literally hug this portal and you can just click through the middle and you're gonna drag to like that sign right there.
Going up.
You just have to make sure you're holding your mouse button when you do it. So if you're playing here and holding the bathroom angle and they're pushing your short, right? You could easily just look up and hold down because it doesn't need perfect line of sight. Right? It just goes off line of sight. You don't have to be in line of sight. You just have to like look and start it over line of sight. It might blind shoot you, but if you really want this orb and you're desperate, you can just jump and throw that. And then if they don't shoot you, boom, you're good to go. So Molly 1, you just throw it. You go up from here to the antenna, chuck it,
Careful now.
boom. And it lands in the center. They can get on that box, but you just, boom. But now you know your left's clear. Okay, so in the event that this one's not safe to do because you don't want to push up or you don't have a teammate to watch you, you can just stand in this little pile of trash, right where we belong. And then you look in the middle of this, in line with this corner, and then just tap forward and jump throw.
Careful now.
And that burns that whole shit out. So you stand in the corner, you go to the middle of that white, you look at the roof, run, jump, throw, and that'll burn out that entire cubby right there. So nobody can hide there. So if your team's pushing in and you guys have this sight line and you're able to get into line with this, you can molly out, back B elbow, just
Careful now.
forward jump throw, and it lands center and burns out the whole corner. So if your team's trying to push hookah,
Here.
right, you get it against this wall, you line it up with this to where you don't see it anymore. Ignore the first square, look at the second one, look at that leaf, jump throw.
Careful now.
That's gonna land in hookah and it's gonna burn perfectly center. So I know this is like a nade tips and trick thing, but if you ever find yourself wanting to take sight but you don't know if the left's clear, when you're hugging against this, not even hugging, but when you're just close to it, the wall will just drop. So you can just kind of get close and line it up with that box,
Going up.
and it just builds you a perfect wall. To note, since this is a window, you don't even have to be close to it. You can actually just back up here and you could build the wall literally anywhere. So you could connect it to this
Going up.
and you're safe again. So you pass the wall, you're in the hallway. You hug the wall until you can't see the sun anymore. Once you can't see the sun, line up with that line and just throw it in the center.
Careful now.
And that burns out the whole cubby.